Well, hello and welcome to Icarus Update. I'm streaming on behalf of Corny, who is currently enjoying his holiday with family in South Africa. And so I have said that I will be doing the update for Corny this week. So we are currently doing week 206. It's about the impact frag grenade. So let's get in and get started. We are week 206 update, new impact frag grenade. Let's check out the new frag grenade that explodes on impact and take a look at the up and coming tech, tier 5. Welcome to week 206. This week we are adding the impact grenade and a new explosive that detonates on impact instead of relying on a timer, making tactical throws quicker and more reliable in the heat of battle. As a sneak peek at what's ahead, we provide a little information about Tier 5 and the oil extraction loop, broadening how you'll gather resources and build strategic bases from the ground up. Next week, though, look out for the butchery bench, a new station that will give you more options for processing and cooking meat, beefing up your survival workflow and culinary flexibility. I used to like that because I did a lot of cooking in Icarus. Um, so, notable improvements. We have an improved UI for highlighting missions when searching in that mission select screen. You can add saddles and tame beds filters for use on the ranching station. They've moved the fillable circle to location where the stack is, since stackable items cannot have the fillable trait. And a fix for the Tusker mount getting stuck in doorways by resizing or positioning the cloth collider. So we were having an issue with that getting through the door. Excuse me. This week, the impact grenade. This week, we're introducing the impact grenade, now available in the Tier 3 tech tree and craftable at the machining bench. Unlike the original grenade, it detonates on impact, delivering maximum damage at the point of contact, with damage falling off around the radius. Hey, George, welcome. Good to see you. Thanks for joining. Feel free to have a conversation about these notes with me. I am solo tonight. I do believe that Carl is away from his house at the minute. I think he's having a couple of days off as well. So I'm doing it solo tonight. Hope I'm doing well. I'm doing well. I'm tired. But I've had a few days off this week, so I'm recouping my energy and I feel really good. So hope you're doing well and everybody's healthy. So back to the patch notes here. Whilst the grenade deals slightly less damage than the standard grenade, its instant explosion nature makes it ideal for clearing packs of animals. Just be careful. If you're too close, you might just blow yourself up. I've done that myself. That's why Carl and Carney don't want to give me an explosive shotgun ammo, because I tend to blow them up. All good here. Also tired, but glad it's Friday and weekend. Oh yeah, yeah. Unfortunately, there won't be any gameplay. My current PC can handle me streaming a single screen, but it doesn't have the capacity to be able to, for me to be able to game and stream at the same time. So, up and coming tech, Tier 5. As we mentioned last week, we are working hard on our next major expansion alongside our usual weekly updates, but we wanted to show you some backstage content as we worked on it. So this looks like it's either the desert or it's the Arctic. Can't quite tell because colors are a little bit kind of hewed out, but there looks to be oil geysers here, maybe, so we can make refined oil with the machine that's in the middle of them there. We are adding oil extraction and processing as the core base for a new tech Tier 5. Oil, whether collected from a geyser and processed or generated a cleaner way, becomes, I'm thinking this should becomes the core for all the new resources, which unlocks Tier 5. These geysers will present in clumps and be added to all existing maps when ready. So there's a picture of a new mount with a prospector, and you can see 4 geysers in the background. Anyone who was in the experimental at the beginning of the week would have had a very early accidental preview in the up-and-coming expansion. Unfortunately, it is a little too early for public testing, so keep checking these weekly updates for more information. So here we have bison with a cart, we have the oil refinery, and we have what I would expect to be the oil pump to pump it out to the ground. So all new stuff. It's going to cost a fortune to make, I'll bet. Next week, Butchery Bench. Next week, we're introducing the Butchery Bench. This new station will allow you to break down prime meats using existing recipes as well as entirely new recipes, enabling you to craft prime meats from scratch. Oh, that sounds really good. Corney's going to really like that. He eats he eats nothing but meat usually, and he loves his prime meat. So he's going to really enjoy that. So that looks like there's a rack of ribs on the desk there. There's a prime rib on the cutting board to the left, and the 4-place stove on the right. So our support makes these updates possible. The Icarus campaigns is now out. So you can see the different things there. That's a cost of £21, just under £20.99. And we've also got the Complete the Set, which is currently sitting at £148 with 15% off. But with this, what it will do is if you've got the base game and you pay this, it'll give you everything else. If you've got half of the things, you pay this, they'll give you what you don't have, and you'll only pay for what you don't yet have. So there's 17 items in that entire bundle there. Alrighty, so now we're into this week's changelog. The new content. Removing the lock for the impact frag feature. That's really good. So, what have they fixed? Now, granted, this is not going to be much of a conversation because Corny is the techie-minded guy and can, tell you what all of these things do. So, if I have an inkling as to what they do, I might say, but not to worry. We'll get through it. We'll get through it. So, first up, they fixed the LC Med 10 rock not being in flood table, making it not mineable. Fixed surface type not being a voxel. Okay, so it was obviously popping up, but you couldn't. Jaws, I completely agree. He is really good with tech and such. Comes probably from his day job. He does a lot of stuff with computers. I know how to make mine run, but if something goes wrong, yeah, I'm kind of not in a play position to sort it out. So yeah, we'll be missing all the better information, but I can assume from this first one that the rock was not mineable because it wasn't being read as a voxel to be mined. Mission nodes now enlarge when searching or hovering on mission boards. They've removed the hover borders on mission nodes after hovering. Okay. They changed the incoming weather forecast font scale to be 2 pixels bigger for better visibility. I like that. Anything that can make the information that you're being given easier to read has always got my thumbs up. Speaking as an individual who has to wear glasses all the time. So they have fixed the task amount getting stuck in the doorways by resizing and positioning the cloth glider. They said that up above, so that's been discussed. Fixed cave scanner blip audio toggle not working for clients. Add supporting audio click when toggle event is fired, and fixed held position so it's no longer clipping through the hand. Well, yeah. Jaws said they actually changed the steel knife icon. Not sure I like it or not. Looks very similar to the iron knife. Checking in game at the moment. All right, okay. Unfortunately, because I've changed my job and now my job works at the weekends. I find it really difficult to do the patch notes now. I'm lucky. I don't have anything this weekend. So I said I would do the patch notes, and I'm doing next weekend as well. Next Friday as well. There won't be gameplay, but we'll do the patch notes. For the next one, they have adjusted the rabbit loot rewards to have a 50% chance of giving leather when skinning the knife. Decreased amount of leather and bone given for rabbits on skinning bench to better suit their size. Well, that makes sense. I mean, you don't expect 50 bones from a rabbit that, you know, isn't going to give you 50 bones. They've added saddles and tame bed filters to use on the ranching station. That was also mentioned above. Fixed consumables filter query to not just be food, but with any consumable trait. That makes sense. I mean, if you have a query section, then it shouldn't be just for buildables and materials. Excuse me, taking a quick mouthful of juice. They have also fixed audio and tags for work in progress animal traps, fixed tags for boss trophy thrones, and fixed work in progress content to all being crafted on the trophy bench. Nice. There you go. Replace the steel knife icon. They've increased the temperature of the rock golem arena. So it's going to be, I'm assuming, even hotter than it was before. Implement charging lights on charging stations for clients. Well, that would make sense. If you've got something in there and you want to know whether or not it's got a bad battery or a good battery, then you kind of need a light for the clients to be able to see. No good picking up something that you can't see whether or not it's fully charged. The rock golem area, I'm guessing that's quarite, quite possibly. I have never seen a quarite, so couldn't tell you whether it is or not, so I'll take your word for it. Chances are it is. Clarify claimed bed in respawn text to remind or notify players of the bed claiming system. Okay, fair enough. Been a while since I played Icarus. Yes, it's been a very long while. I haven't been able to stream Icarus since my computer went on fire. I can't play and stream at the same time, and I haven't played Icarus probably for about I don't know, 6 or 7 months, something like that. I've missed a lot of Icarus gameplay. I'm incredibly out of touch with how the game is now played, so I feel really bad because I feel like Carl and Cornet have got to kind of like walk me through, like give me all the stuff that I need and make it for me and just walk me through the mission so I can say I've done it. I have not. So with that being said, you haven't played Great Hunt then? No, no, I haven't. I've been in maybe once or twice within the last 6 months, but I haven't actually been playing it properly. And that's usually because my work involves a very early start, like a 4 or 5 in the morning start, in order to get to my stalls and stuff. So Friday nights have become a real issue for me, which is a shame. But I'm still doing the Monday nights, as you know, with Cornet. So moving on, we've got improved collision accuracy on LC Cliff 15 from 460 to 19 tris. I have no idea what that means, but there you go. I would assume then that means that the hitbox around the cliff is better. Fix lossy Mog DF shadow settings. They fixed the DF shadow setup on the material processor and have also added effects and audio for the material processor. Moved fillable circle from bottom right of inventory items slot so it doesn't get obfuscated by DLC icon. That makes sense. We don't want icons and stuff to be sitting over the top of them because you can never guarantee which one you're hitting if you're hitting either of them. They've moved the fillable circle location to stack since stackable items cannot have the fillable trait. That was mentioned above. Fixed caveworm stone statue being crafted on incorrect bench. It was in the anvil, it's now in the masonry bench. Well, that would make sense. Anvil is usually used for metalwork. Increase the weight of hammers to more suitable values from a minimum of 10 grams to a maximum of 2 kilos based on the tier of the hammer. Devlog obsolete upgrade tool item stack entry. So they've just made the hammers heavier due to their based on their tier. So the better the tier, the heavier the hammer. That makes sense because if it's a better hammer, it should weigh more. Future content. This is going to be tricky because I've not been doing this patch notes for a while, so I can't really pick out the seriously interesting stuff. I will say here, though, that Mo and Iris are interesting, so they've added all updated dialogue events for Mo and Iris, also adding Chew Mount CREDT setup. Okay. Let's fly through these. Let's have a quick look. Further drone balance pass for them to sound more diverse and included. So they're getting drones. Okay. Abomination Footstep event, Orca tree, talent tree, and adding new icons for the talent tree. We've got a Chew talent tree. Desert Raptor and Tundra Monkey talent trees, Raptor Head and Desert Raptor Head icons. Setting up laser icons in the alterations table. Nice. Here we go. Sand Scuttle will now have an emerge dormancy routine. In other words, it will sleep when it's fed and are cleaned up when dormant. Various other stat tweaks to Sand Scuttle set autonomous spawner for Sand Scuttle in Elysium volcanic regions and around volcanic regions around corpses. Sorry, my brain's getting ahead of me there. So Tundra Monkey is going to be in the tundra biomes, obviously. They've given it more health. Laser weapon attachment icons and item icons. All right, Elysium Story 5. First pass at mission adjustments. Remove the dropship icon, removing cave worm spawning, replaced with 2 different quests of kill a sandworm at 2 different locations. They changed the text map to go with X map search area rather than go to desert. Make Quest Queen invincible. Oh, nice. Thumper starts automatically because it doesn't handle any of the spawning logic that's in the quest now. So they've done quite a bit with Story 5 then. Let's have a look. Adjustments to the Yeti movement and audio. Added new animal carcass icons. Tameable variant of Tundra Monkey, so we'll be getting juveniles, which is nice. Best re-entry for the monkeys. Uranium meta deposit spawn to prototype location in desert for testing. Here we go with the frag grenades that came this week. This is future content, right? And yet the impact frag came today. Anyway, they've reduced the damage from 1,000 to 750. And they've made the radius bigger from 1,500 to 1,250 of explosion for the impact frag grenade, which we just got today. Decal painting. Let's see, what have we got? Added unique starting names for each of the new mounts and tames. Raptor saddle, scuttlebutt, abomination. Fire weakness to the Yeti. Well, that would make sense. If the Yeti's in the Arctic, it should be weak to fire. Geothermal bat bestiary. Fixing flying tank carcass name. It was using the flightless tank name instead. So glad we got that out of the way. Let's see, what else have we got? Flying tank health. Bestiary set up for it. Dragonfly head itemable. Dragonflies do not have high chance to inflict poison. They have an electric weakness and a poison resistance. So remember that. Corneille like that with his electric knife. Giant roaches with the head. Flying tank. Wonder what such a thing would look like. Well, right now it kind of goes to a panzer tank with metal wheels on, with metal wings on it, but it's probably not something like that. It's flying tank. Let's see. That would suggest something that can take a hell of a lot of damage, can do an awful lot of damage, and has wings. Because when Cornet and I game, Cornet's the tank and I'm the distance runner, the distance DPS. So he is our tank. So I think we should give him a pair of wings. Storka bestiary stats now. They're adding 25% chance attacks cause hemorrhage to the Stomper and the Matriarch. Okay. So they've just made those animals harder to kill. Stomper carcasses, stomper loot. What else have we got? Some balances, updated mesh. They've bumped the slinker minimum health from 650 to 800. So they've made it harder to kill. I don't know what any of this means, so I'll highlight it, but I can't speak to it because I really don't know what it means, so apologies for that. What else? More tundra monkeys. Queen, they fixed the worm being able to die while underground. Removed health bar whilst underground. So that kind of sounds like something that is going to burrow. So whilst it's burrowed, you can't see the health bar, so you don't know where it is or where it's going to pop back up again, I would assume. The Yeti now requires a tier 2 knife to skin it. Change the corpse durability to large, so they've made the durability, they've increased the durability for that, and they've increased the prime meat chance, and they've added an Arctic pelt. They've also increased the XP rewards, fixed ordering of kill skin, and fixed grammar on some of the entries for that. So there's some more information about that. What else are we looking about? Replace the old flare gun icon with a new one. Okay. They've re-added some of Theo's lines because they were missing. So they lost them, obviously. They've decreased the Tundra Monkey health range from 130 to 1,000. So from 130 to 1,000 to 130 to 500 to better suit its size. Tweaked the capsule setup, optimized the fur settings, added carcass and bones, so it can be skinned, fix the nameplate positioning by removing the widget location component, and added the required alert component. So that means we can kill it, skin it, and run away with its goodies. Giant roaches? Are we on grounded? Kind of hope not, but yeah, it would. I mean, somebody says roach, everybody pictures cockroach, right? So that's where I'm going with that. I just wonder if they die twice like they do in Grounded. That would be funny. What else have we got? Mining laser no longer follows free look camera rotation. Laser sidearm and landing pad icons. Laser pistol with textures and materials. Added the mesh to the data table entry. Let's see. Added lithium alloy, uranium arrows and bolts. Added uranium conversion, so the inert bars can create titanium or platinum when combined with exotics. Going to be mining lasers, and this laser sidearm is something to look forward to. Yeah, I mean, that's going to make Cornet's life an awful lot easier if he does make them. But then it kind of puts his speedy mining with his pickaxe talent points. Not, it kind of negates that, but it does mean that he might be able to what's the word I'm looking for? He'll be able to reuse them somewhere else. Fixed locomotion speeds for tank creature. Adds leans and turns to tank creature. Now, is this tank creature different to the flying tank creature or not? Let's see, what else are we looking at? Fixed Yeti rock throw as was doing an ape vocal for one montage section. Tweaky secondary rock throws by Yeti were poorly aimed and do more rock throws when that action selected, as not as common. Okay. So it was throwing a rock and doing an ape vocal. Okay. Yeti now throws brown snowballs. Oh, that doesn't sound good. Yeah, don't want to know what that's mixed up with. Moving swiftly on increased tank's flightless tank's health. Oh, they did say flightless, sorry. Not flying, flightless. Alrighty. They've added 33% projectile damage resist to flightless tanks, so they've made it harder to kill. What else have we got? A lot about the Tundra Monkeys. They've changed the laser pistol icon to be the right one. They've changed the refined fuel icon. And they've replaced the Yeti head icon. They've done a lot to Elysium 3. What are we looking at? Fixing lithium, uranium, and alloy arrow and bolts recipes because they weren't using the right ingredient. Well, can't make a recipe if you've not got the right ingredients. Updated the biofuel spline tool icon. What else have we got? Update kiwi fruit data. Rename kiwi fruit to kiwi fruit for readability while sickle. So you can pick it or you can chop it for the fruit. Alternative recipes for battery shelves which use lithium. So you can make battery shelves with lithium as well as whatever else they used. What else have we got? We've got power bank things. Added power bank item to tier 3, the icon, blueprint, recipe, and text. What else have we got? Okay, raptor, mange wolf, ghost croc, slinker, chew, stomper, giant roach, flying, and flightless tanks. Okay, so I was right. And sandworm now require the tier 2 level knife to skin, I'm assuming. Okay. Fixed avocado, I gave banana, kumara, rhubarb, loot, and highlightable data. Changed prickly pear and truffle to now require the axe for hittable rewards. Okay, that makes sense. Tough fruit for a tough tool. Let's see. Added Tundra Monkey stick throw event and the data table setups, so it's not using the same event as the player's one. Various other creature balances. And they've also removed the uranium conversion on the tech tree as it's not supposed to be accessible to the players yet. So that's future update content. So they've been doing a lot of work. Again, it's been a short a small update, but we don't mind a small update because we know we're going to be getting the next downloadable content soon. Watch your eyes. I'm going to scroll back up. Okay, so that would be this week's updates. There'll be more next week from me. I'm expecting Carl to be able to join me at that point. Yes, it is absolutely going to be awesome, Jaws. Absolutely going to be awesome. Can't wait. I really can't wait. So looking forward to it. I'm hoping it's going to get me back into Icarus. I feel so out of touch with the game. It's embarrassing. It really is. So I'd like to say thank you to Jaws for participating in the chat, and I'd also like to say thank you to anybody who lurked, everybody who watched, and Jaws for participating in the chat. I'll be back next week, next Friday at the same time of 7 o'clock GMT. And I will put that up in the Discord for you a bit closer to the time. I will also see if I can post it into Corney's Discord, so that if people are watching that, they can come on over. You're very welcome, Jaws. Thank you very much for being here. It's been fun being back. To be honest, it's nice. I'm gonna have to try and do something about that. But that's it from me. I'd like to say thank you to everybody who was here, and we will see you on the next one. And remember, it's a dangerous world out there, so please take care of yourselves and each other. Good night.